Today we're going to compare some apples with bananas. Recently I released a high gain preset pack for the Sonicake Matribox Pro. As for all the other modeling units you know, and as always, if you like to get my high gain tones for your modeling unit, please contact me on Facebook or Instagram for further proceedings. And also please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Today I would like to do a little sound comparison between the Sonicake Matribox 2 Pro and the Fractal Audio FM9, which is in my opinion, well, the best sounding modeling unit currently available. So let's open the editor, it's here. Currently I'm playing the Sonicake Matribox in one preset with my favorite amp, the JCM800. The preset comes with my preset pack. Similar preset in the FM9. So let's disengage the compressor and the Matribox compressor here. Just the amp, the cab, and a little bit of reverb. Matribox. Maybe a little bit too quiet. Let's use the compressor here. Now this is adding some level. It doesn't affect the tone. The Matribox compression just reduces some of the lower mids when chugging, but not with this tone, I think. Matribox. And as always, I didn't try to match the tones exactly. Instead, I tried to create the best tones which I could create from each unit. Both for more or less playing at home. In a live situation, I would EQ them a little bit differently, but I think in my ears both units sound very good, and you can hear the characteristics of the JCM800. I'm using different cabs. Here I'm using the stock cab, as in the FM9 I'm using third-party IR, which will make a difference, of course. But I found out, as I said, that I couldn't get better results using the third-party IR with the Sonicake Matribox. So I use the stock IR. Here I'm boosting the amp with an EQ. As in the FM9, I'm doing two things. You have an input EQ in the amp section, which I'm using quite drastically, and also I'm using a boost, a mid boost in the preamp section. What we could also do is we could use a tube screamer like boost here, much higher level. And here I created a patch using the tube screamer with, well, I have to change the threshold as the cable is unplugged, it creates a little bit of a noise. So, yeah. This is the Matribox tube screamer boosted. FM9. So it has less mids. If you use a little more mids here, it tends to get honky. Of course, you could EQ it here. What I personally would do is add some mids here in the lower mid section. But again, I didn't try to match the tones exactly. And Sonicake Matribox sounds much closer to the original, to be honest. But also in my ears, it doesn't have the such a high resolution in the preset frequencies. And how do these units feel? You may ask if there's a difference playing-wise. To be honest, I can't feel any kind of latency. No. Actually, both units I can't feel any kind of latency. I think there would be a latency if you're using more power-consuming effects like the pitch shifting effects. If you would like to down-tune your instrument using the pitch block, then you have a latency, which you can feel in that unit. And in the FM9, slightly there is a latency, but it's way more tolerable in my opinion. Not that annoying. Let's see how this reacts to the tone knob. The FM9 seems to react much better. You know, here it changes the character of the tone, as here it's more or less the same, like with more gain. Or with less gain, but here the notes, they get sound much thinner, which would be the case, I think, with the real amp. Yeah. I don't know about the algorithms they are using. Only from what I heard is that the Fractal audio company, they are more or less simulating the electronic parts of an amplifier as I don't know about how the Matribox people do it. I think not that precisely, because well, the unit doesn't have that CPU power like the FM9. Okay, of course we can compare some other models, but before we do that, I would like to show you my clean tone here. So the Matribox, I designed the clean tone using an EQ, mostly designed for the neck pickup. So without the enhancer block here, similar EQ settings, I don't know, both sound usable to me, if not very good. So maybe we can compare some other tones. Let's see, maybe the good old 5150 high gain tone without the delay. So here in the EQ I am reducing the 800 Hz, as you can see. Maybe we can apply that EQ here in the FM9. Maybe we already did this, sort of at least. Maybe we have a little bit too much gain here. Compressing much more in the highs, I think. Kind of a different tone character. But anyway, what else do we have? To be honest, I was focusing mostly on the JCM 800 for this comparison. Here we have an AC30 tone. Nice active breakup. Crunch tone. It's not the AC30 amp model here, but I did a tone match. The Plini plugin, which is a sound that reminded me to the AC30. I don't know if I have an AC30 patch in my preset pack. I think no. Unfortunately not, but yeah, I don't want to check out the stock presets. What else can we compare? Well, maybe here's a Mark II C++, so let's check out that. Amp has nice leads. Maybe we have to raise the height. So I hope you get the idea how these units compare sound-wise. To be honest, if I would hear them side by side, I would think there is a difference, but both sound pretty good, and I would have a hard time to pick one to sound better than the other. The thing is, when playing live, from my experience, sometimes you can hear the highs are a little bit stiff in these cheaper units. As I am using the Mower G300 live a lot, that is the case, but you can use high cuts, you can EQ it, and honestly, it's not something that the usual listener would, I think, recognize. And I don't know if it is a benefit to have a much more expensive unit just for maybe a better resolution in the highs. Because honestly, if you have a balanced guitar tone, that is everything you need in a live situation, and it's not about the resolution or maybe how the amps react to your playing. That might be important for you if you can hear it in your inner monitors. But for me personally, I never had any problems using the Mower G300, although I own the Fractal audio products and also the Quad Codecs. So I can definitely recommend these cheaper units. The only thing with that is that usually the cheaper units, they don't have that much processing power, so they are lacking somehow in the effects, and also they don't have all the features that the higher priced units have. But if that's not important for you, if you don't need all these fancy features, if you don't need proper MIDI implementation, if you don't need 100 different kinds of choruses or something, then I think you're good with these cheaper units. And from the cheaper units around the 300 series, the Sonicake Matribox is the one which I would recommend now. The next budget range around 600 or 700 euros, I would recommend the Hot Tone Imperial 2 Stage, and above that, maybe the Headrush Prime. Maybe I will do comparison videos with these units too. I did some, but not with the Sonicake Matribox, so check out my channel if you'd like to see these, if you're interested, and leave a comment below. Other than that, see you.